demonstrate how much there's overlap between Feng Shui and environmental psychology and other disciplines that are studying Feng Shui in other ways, but scientifically. I'm going to propose something completely different and probably you haven't heard, scientific Feng Shui. And that's this kind of first introduction to this subject. And to put it in perspective, Feng Shui's legacy is about 4,000 years old. So a long time. Environmental psychology has been around only for 50 years. And scientific Feng Shui is about 25 years. And 25 years because that's how I've been doing Feng Shui. And when I start doing Feng Shui, I start to read about environmental psychology, cognitive ergonomics, other designs, sort of ecological design, in order to understand how Feng Shui works and where is the overlap. And there's some other, obviously, disciplines like, have you heard of biophilic design? Biophilic design is incorporates nature in designing your houses and hospital designs. So, for example, they've added in some hospitals labyrinths. And that helps people to kind of calm down, recover better. It kind of creates a better atmosphere for working. Environmental aroma has been used in many hospitals successfully. Space syntax, that's another scientific discipline. It looks at relationship between human behavior, layouts of cities and forms of buildings. There's architectural psychology, and the most prominent is environmental psychology that's been going on for quite a long time. Actually, the person who started environmental psychology lived here in this country, and it was Winston Churchill. During the war, when I think House of Commons was destroyed or bombed, he started one of his speeches with famous saying that we all use now in Feng Shui. We shape our buildings, thereafter they shape us. And that actually prompted a lot of interest in how environment can affect people's behavior. So we could say that Winston Churchill was grandfather of environmental psychology. Lots of books on the subject, probably more books on environmental psychology now than on Feng Shui. And you can learn a lot. And you go online and you can just Google, and there's tons and tons of research. And I'm going to present some of that research. The word scientific, people sort of have different views of that word. And what is scientific? What is scientific? What makes something scientific? How medicine that evolved over thousands of years become suddenly scientific? Before it wasn't scientific? What was before? When you look at people with illnesses, obviously, and then there were some anecdotes about those, and then gradually over the time, anecdotes become case studies. So medicine, in a sense, is anecdotal in order to become. And actually, anecdote comes from a Greek word meaning not published. So it's evidence that hasn't been published. So obviously, collectively, Feng Shui has a lot of anecdotes. There's so much knowledge involved with Feng Shui, and I think with Feng Shui Society, we're striving to really put that together and really put forward the concept of Feng Shui as a very valid discipline. Although in some circles it looks kind of magical, but now I will try to demonstrate how scientifically is Feng Shui. And obviously, if you're doing Feng Shui for some time, you recognize most of the things. You've been doing those things and without knowing that they're actually scientifically validated. One of the key questions that I use to figure out how Feng Shui is, what does Feng Shui do? It's actually, if you take out one question out of this talk, this is the question. What does it do? Because it will really focus your attention how Feng Shui works. So I kind of split Feng Shui for all kinds of reasons. I'm not going to go into that, but into traditional Feng Shui and modern Feng Shui. So traditional Feng Shui is really, my definition of traditional is physical affirmation. And the purpose of that, the function of traditional Feng Shui is to make places safe, give hope, give energy. One of the key concepts, and Simon demonstrated nicely, is energy, qi, that we all experience. It gives direction, but most of all, makes thought physical. So this building was constructed twice. First in somebody's mind, and then physically. So the manifestation is actually the second step in manifesting. And Feng Shui is such a physical activity. It's not obviously it's mental and spiritual and all the other realms are there, but we do something physical within the realms of physical environment. Modern Feng Shui, kind of move it forward a bit, it's about self-actualization, transcendence. And I'm sure people who've been doing Feng Shui can relate to this. At some point, you transcend Feng Shui. You can live in any environment. Isn't that beautiful? You can go beyond. Obviously, we like nice environments, so we strive to create the best environments we can. But really, you can go beyond the physical environment. And there's some actual scientific evidence that that's what's happening collectively as species. So, what does it do? Enlightens. Helps people to become more enlightened. Actually, brings more light into homes as well. Opens consciousness. It shifts paradigms. Helps to grow, connects, and neuro-feedback. It's the environment now. We've got a lot of neuro-feedback with global issues and environmental issues. Get a lot of feedback for behaviors that we're not aware of, and optimizes environments. But the key thing is really help us to grow and become enlightened. And to put it in perspective, you probably have seen this. Classic Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So we start with physical needs. It's a triangle. So the basic needs are much bigger than the top of the pyramid. So physiological needs, safety, security, food, etc. Social needs, and then esteem. And then he goes into self-actualization and self-transcendence. In other words, enlightenment. So I think Feng Shui can help, and I'll demonstrate how certain elements of your home can help you to become enlightened very easily. Homes are so important to us. Moving homes is one of the most stressful events in our life, almost on the same level as death. Seriously, that's what the research suggests. So, for a lot of people. For some, it might not be such a big deal. But we put a lot of sort of emotional energy. Why is that? Where does it come from? What is your first home? The womb. See? We all came, whether it's a woman or man, we all came from for a female, for a woman. Yeah? And who then creates a nest in your home? Women. So, and looking at the audience, what's the percentage of women and men? It's like 99% women. Because it's important to you. It's your biology, it's deep inside you. You can't help it. It's what you do best. Yeah? Create nests, create life. So again, those two questions, what does it do? So you go to a place, and it says, so you see something and ask yourself, what does it do? First question, then what does it feel? What does it make you, how does it make you feel? How does it feel? And I'll give you a lot of information. Just doing that, just using those two questions, you can do Feng Shui. Seriously. So once you start to shift your paradigm to Feng Shui kind of sense, that's a good name for a talk. Feng Shui sense, that would be my next one. Feng Shui sense, so Feng Shui eyes, you start to see the reality in a completely different way. You'll never see space the same. It's never ordinary. There's so much happening. And you start to see energies, and more going on. So it's an amazing field, And so I propose that Feng Shui works with symbols, energies, affects, anchors, and so on and so on. But the most important thing really is, if you really want to advance your Feng Shui practice, is to start to focus on how to do it, not what to do. Because obviously science is asking those two questions, how and what. And sometimes what you do will make a huge difference. But most of the time, how you do it will make even a bigger difference.